kicks, MP. Get ready to light it up tonight.
Up next, the Mavericks taking on the Pistons. For Dallas, playing just over .500 ball the last 10 outings, but they think they can play even better. Pistons, Mavs, coming up next on 2K Sports. Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you. And here's a look at some numbers for Jalen Duren.
Through the last 10 games, we've seen his rebounding numbers start to slide. He's not being as aggressive on the glass, not like he was earlier on in the season. He needs to get that fire back.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Jay Nivey is out there with Marcus Sasser. And it's Duren in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. And it's Fresh in at the 1. Brett, we're now in the later stages of the season. What would you say to teams that are out of the playoff picture?
There's a couple things that you can do, BA. It's continue to rely on the guys who've gotten you to this point, which is a grind, and you want them to understand how long the season is and that if you're going to be successful, it's going to be hard. And then the other thing you can do is turn over some minutes to younger players, obviously, to get development, put them in those situations, and continue to build those relationships for the strides that those players need to take come the offseason.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Sasser. Gafford grabs the miss. And now the Mavs on the run. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. Sasser outside. Duren the screen. 5 on the clock. Gafford with the block.
The length of Gafford, a difference maker defensively here.
Fresh. That one's good.
I Just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Thompson with a screen. For three, here's Harris. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And it's Harris with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Sasser outside. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Detroit making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Detroit on D. Fresh. That one's good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pistons trail by 3. Pass to Beasley. Inside. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Beasley.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
On the wing, Thompson. Three-pointer. The rebound by Detroit. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Outside Irving. Here's Fresh. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Indiana. 6 on the shot clock. Washington, a screen on Ivy. 19-footer. No good, off the front rim.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Sinks the tray.
Yeah, that's one of the things Beasley is known for. He's a catch-and-shoot guy.
Fresh, the pass to Irving. Washington, a screen on Ivy. Irving for 3. Here's Gafford. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Irving against Ivy. Pass to Duren. And here's Harris. Beasley with a screen on Washington. Now Sasser. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Marshall comes in for Klay Thompson. Hardaway's checked in for Detroit. Irving, the pass to Marshall. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. And that'll tie this game up.
Wow, what a nice find by Kyrie that time, balancing his offensive attack.
Pass to Harris. Now here's Hardaway. Takes the 3. Lively grabs the miss. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, and they didn't get like blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Pass to Harris, 13 feet out, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Harris has got 6 points. Here's Fresh, 9 points in the game. Irving with it. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late. The Mavericks, #1.
Incredible accuracy from deep over the past couple games. Great floor spacing. And, of course, their shooters have all the confidence in the world right now.
Grimes, he's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Irving. Stewart, he's checked in for the Pistons. Holland comes in for Sasser. And here's Harris outside. Out to Beasley. 4-3. Doncic pulls down the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Grimes. Oh, great D that time from Harris.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Well, not known for his passing, but Harris is pretty prudent there with the ball. Not a lot of careless turnovers from him.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Doncic, defended by Hardaway. Here's Fresh. Back to Lively. Marshall passes to Fresh. Second shot opportunity. It's blocked.
But Stewart hustling over. He saw that shot coming, and he was there for the taking.
Beasley outside. Harris on the wing. Picked by Stewart. Harris passes to Stewart. Excellent D there from Lively.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Here's Fresh. He's guarded by Beasley. Fresh, the pass to Doncic. And there's a pick to snap the cold streak. Hits a three-pointer.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Harris with it. 8 points in his last time out. There's the three. The shot misses. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Luka plays the 2 with Clay stepping in at the 3. Daniel Gafford is out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Fresh in at the 1. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, Fresh in their last game against the Pacers made some terrific plays. He tallied 21 points and was on fire from outside. The D had no answer for him. Just another remarkable performance from him. Nothing new. Guys, we'll see how long he keeps this up.
Hey, he made play after play. Really solid effort all night.
And he did it in a variety of ways, which makes him harder for opponents to deal with.
Well, he can do a lot of different things, so he falls into these different roles. Which will it be tonight?
Gafford with a screen on Ivy. Pass to Thompson. Now Gafford. Stewart defends. And here's Thompson for 3. Rebound Detroit.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Back to Ivy. A little mid-range shot is up. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Ivy's got 5.
Ivy using that mid-range well.
Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is a special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him. 12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Now here's Ivy. He's guarded closely. Powell with a steal. And now the Mavs on the run. And here's Doncic outside. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Holland. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Dallas leading by 7. Here's Fresh. 12 points for him. And here's Gafford. Puts it up from 12. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 11.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Pass to Beasley. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Washington's checked in for Dallas. Moore's checked in for Detroit. Over to the wing. Here's Holland. He's guarded by Washington. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Exum's checked in for Klay Thompson. Pistons trail by 8. Pass to Hardaway. Shot from 16. That's good on the jumper.
How about that, mixing in the mid-range J. Hardaway finding some room out there to shoot one off.
Here's Fresh. 12 points for him. Now here's Powell. Exum outside. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up at 3. Hardaway grabs the board. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Holland. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. They set a pick. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Now Beasley. He's got 6. Pass to Duren. Now Hardaway. To the middle. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on to Dwight Powell. Well, Brent, the 23-24 Pistons tied an NBA record by losing 23 straight. One bright spot, however, was Jalen Duren.
Well, the bright spot, BA, would be that you wouldn't mention that again. So let's just forget about that and put it behind us. But Jalen Duren did have some moments. He averaged a double-double that season at just 20 years of age. So the sky is still the limit for this young, big, physical player.
Exum passes to Fresh. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
A very capable three-point shooter. Ivy can knock down that short corner 3.
Fresh, the pass to Irving. They set the pick over Ivy, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Spins. Exum passes to Irving. Here's Fresh. Exum right side. Lively with a screen on Thompson. Here's Exum. Duren with a rebound. Duran's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Harris. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Harris has got 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Fresh. 15 points in the game. Lively with a screen on Thompson. Pass to Fresh. Outside for Irving. From deep three-point land. And they get it back. Here's Fresh. The 3. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson scanning the floor. Ivy outside. Fires the 3. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Harris has got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Fresh. Sasser defending. Exum passes to Fresh. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Irving. Shoots over Thompson. Again, Irving missing. Harris outside. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Dallas on top, up by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
Hey, please direct your attention to center court.
Greetings all. Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserve.
And now an up. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Mavericks leading. Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, B.A. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years, and that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves, and by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duran. Ivy at the 2 with Thompson at the 3. And it's Sasser in at the point guard. Thompson passes to Ivy. Beyond the arc. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. To the paint for the finish. And the dunk by Gafford.
Yeah, use the height, use the reach. Devastating effect, Daniel Gafford.
And so Thompson will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 7. Harris outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Fresh. And he misses the fast break layup. Sasser with the ball. Gafford picks him up. Harris outside. Four on the clock. Ivy outside from behind the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Here's Fresh. From outside, off the mark. Pistons trail by 7. Here we go, 1-on-1. Good on the shot. Harris has got 10 points.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their 3rd quarter drought.
Pass to Irving. Here's Fresh. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. Thompson finds Irving. Second chance shot. Ivy with the defensive effort.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Duren with a screen on Thompson. Thompson passes to Duren. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. He has 6.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Pass to Irving. To the wing on the left. Here's Fresh. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist of the night.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
It's picked off. Here we go, one-on-one. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Fresh. The 3. And the Mavericks, another 3.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Up and in on the layup. Fresh has got 26.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Thompson, a screen on Irving. Now here's Ivy. He's got 14. Pass to Duren. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Harris. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Fresh the pass to Irving. This one for 3. And the Mavericks, another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pistons trail by 11. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the 4th quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Duren, the screen. Pass to Sasser. Lets a 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Irving's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Fresh. He has 29 now. For 3. And it's Harris with the rebound. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Thompson. Here's Fresh. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his 3rd foul so far. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. And a chance now to review the small forwards with the most assists in the last month. Dallas leading by 12. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Grimes in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pass to Fresh. Now here's Irving. From deep. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Thompson, he's checked in for Grimes. Pistons trail by 12. Beasley outside. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Beasley. There's a screen. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Brent, almost your ideal shooting guard. Malik Beasley doesn't try to do too much.
The biggest thing, BA, is the turnover percentage that he's led the league in. Malik Beasley just simply doesn't give up the ball. He makes good, steady decisions, shoots the ball at a high clip. So that kind of reliability, that's what he's paid for.
Down low. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, the Pistons shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Beasley outside. Outside Hardaway. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hardaway's got 9 points now in the second half.
Yeah, so some operation right there out of the pick and roll, and Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
Thompson. The rebound by Beasley. Beasley's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Pass to Moore. Now here's Stewart. He's guarded by Irving. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
So much about Stewart comes through his toughness, and get physical with him. He has no problem getting physical right back.
Fontecchio's checked in for Moore.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Pass to Fresh. The 3 is up. And he can't get that one.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Hardaway. Stewart outside. Beasley left side. Back to Stewart. Out to Beasley. Launches it. It's rebounded by Dallas. A touch under 2.5 minutes had passed now here in the 4th. Here's Fresh. To the inside. Here's Thompson. Oh, Klay Thompson delivers.
And that's what makes Klay an all-time great as far as shooting the basketball. Just step inside the three-point line, and he'll still hurt you.
Hardaway finds Beasley. Back to Hardaway. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Fresh misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Beasley against Gafford. Beasley, that's good. Beasley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Out to Thompson. Pass to Fresh. Gafford with a screen on Beasley. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. Here's Ivy. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
He wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Pass to Thompson. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
You can never let Klay shoot off a crisp pass. He just lets that go so quick.
Harris outside. Puts up a 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Fresh. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Sasser outside. Pass to Ivy. Down low. Sasser outside. To the middle. Stolen by Thompson. And here is Irving. Ivy defends. From 11 feet away. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. Duren with a rebound.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And here's Ivy. Sasser outside. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Got a piece of it. Ivy passes to Harris. Thompson outside to the paint. Unloads from 13. And it's Harris. That time on the assist by Thompson.
Beautiful in the mid-range there. Sometimes it looks automatic for Tobias Harris.
A minute 53 left in the game. Pass to Fresh. Pulls it from the top of the key, and he connects with a jumper. Fresh has got 36 points. Pistons trail by 13. Sasser with the ball. Harris with it. He's guarded by Washington. Fades and shoots. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gafford's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Fresh from outside the arc. A rebound by Detroit.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Fader on the way. Again, Harris missing. Dallas leading by 13.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Mavericks.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
Only a two-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Fresh.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Pass to Duren. Washington against Harris. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. P.J. Washington picks one up.
Well, he's a capable shooter, but I like the initiative there from...
And so it's Dallas winning this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that about wraps it up. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
MP, you are the